microbiology. So in a previous class we have discussed about useful microorganisms, and now in this class we discuss about harmful microorganisms, how they are causing different diseases to us. Generally, the diseases are spread from one person to another person, from infected person to healthy person. So this kind of transmission of disease from one person to the another person is known communicable diseases. Generally, these kind of diseases are spread not only by direct contact, they are communicable by some like water, air, food, vector, sexual contact. Even by direct contact also some of the diseases are spread. Then how these are responsible for transferring the diseases or disease caused microorganisms from one person to the another person. So first we take water. So how water is responsible to carry microorganisms from infected area to healthy person. So what are the diseases generally we get? So I'll start. So because of water and food, generally these are the diseases we get. So the first disease is called cholera. It's caused by a Vibrio cholera bacteria. Bacteria is responsible. When you take contaminated food and even contaminated water, here these two are responsible. Contaminated food and contaminated water, both when you take these, you get cholera. Cholera is nothing but people get motions, loose motions and vomitings, so that they become dehydrated. For that, they give treatment ORS, oral rehydration solution is given to cure the cholera, and even cholera vaccination will be given. Next, typhoid. You know, Salmonella typhi is a bacteria responsible for it. It also caused because of water and food, contaminated water and contaminated food, which are visited by houseflies or cockroaches, rats, anything. That food if you are taking, these typhoid caused bacteria Salmonella typhi enters and causes fever, vomitings, motions, stomach pain and heavy weakness is a symptom for typhoid. For these, to control it, we take medication, Ariomycin or tetracycline is an antibiotic. Next, food poisoning. This is generally commonly people get when they eat in a hotel or stored food. Then they get this food poisoning caused by two. One is bacteria, Salmonella or Clostridium botulinum. This is very, very important. Causes Clostridium botulism is a disease. Food poisoning is also known botulism disease. These two are responsible, bacteria, these two are. And the last one, Aspergillus, is a fungi. Fungi is also responsible for causing food poisoning. Nothing but fungi contained pickle or fruit or vegetable when you are taken, then it leads food poisoning. When you get food poisoning, it leads vomitings, motion, severe stomach pain and headache. These are the major reasons. It may be for 2 to 3 days. Later, everything will be alright. Next, hepatitis B. This hepatitis B is caused by a virus, hepatitis B. It also, because of contaminated water and food, we get that. Once we get hepatitis B, the body becomes stuck, becoming yellowish, and liver enlarges. Liver is present here, gets enlarged, and so that body becomes yellowish and people become very panic and so weak. Urine yellow color and the body color yellow color, and liver gets damaged. Finally, it leads death also. So that hepatitis B, if in the early stages we have to recognize that. But don't worry, you and me, everyone are vaccinated for the hepatitis B. And next, dysentery. This is caused by protozoa generally. Amoebic dysentery. Like when you have taken contaminated water and food in a rainy season majorly, without boiling you have taken water, or food also you didn't cook it properly, and if you have taken, then it leads amoebic dysentery, mean loose motions or blood motions or gum motions called. If it continued for a long time, then it leads a very serious condition for a patient. And next one, polio. Poliomyelitis, caused by poliomyelitis. You know it very well. Polio, on olden days, there were in an area For example, if there were 10 people supposed to be, and among the 10, minimum 6 or 7 used to get polio because of contaminated food and water. So the hand or knee gets paralyzed and becomes so weak, muscle and bone not develops properly, so that it becomes very difficult for walking or doing. They become abnormal, not the normal people. So to cure all these diseases, we have medication as well as we have prevention to prevent these diseases. We are taking vaccinations also. Then after, because of air, what diseases we get, we look at them. So look at here, because of the air, what diseases are spread here. So polio here, additionally I have written polio also been caused by air. When people speak or talk, when the droplets fall on us, then also there is a possibility to get polio disease. So next, other than that, what other diseases we find? Tuberculosis. Because of bacteria we get the tuberculosis. When the bacteria enters into our body, the people those who get tuberculosis, when they cough or sneeze, even normal cold people, even when they are cold also, we are identifying common cold also. Cold also common because of bacteria we get, virus we get. So generally, because of the air they enter into our body and reaches to our respiratory system and causes respiratory problems like cough, cold, breathing disorders. These are. So when in tuberculosis also they get continuation cough, cold, fever at nights, and majorly chest pain. Okay. Sometimes when they are sneezing and coughing, they get sputum bit of blood. Got it. So then how to cure it? By medication, proper medication like antibiotic consumption. And next, measles. Measles caused because of measles virus and mumps also. These two, because of direct contact also we get, not only because of air, even direct contact also. When people are speaking to this droplet they reach. Even like COVID, even swine flu also, even chickenpox also. Same as usual. Because of air, they transmit into the air. When you be in that area particularly, they deposit on your body. Then sometimes when you could, if you do something like, then they enter into your body and cause this kind of diseases. What are they? Tuberculosis, measles, mumps, chickenpox, polio, swine flu, COVID-19 and cold. For these viruses, most we take antibiotics. There is no other solution, viral drugs. Even for COVID also there is no proper medication, you know it already. Even for dengue also. But dengue is because of mosquito bite. But these are because of air. So when people getting cough, cold, when they are sneezing, supposed to be need to cover their nose. Now people are suggesting, previous people used to suggest to cover like this. Otherwise if they have napkin, need to cover like this. But now they are suggesting to use here and to cover. So by doing this, we can cover, and by covering and by taking proper precautions, then we can control this. And in these all diseases, the only one major thing is that isolation. Patient must to be isolated. For how many days means until the symptoms disappear, they should be isolated in anywhere. Even common cold also should be isolated. Person should be isolated. I need to take proper precautions and treatment properly. Need to consume hot water. I need to do pranayama or something else. Like I'm taking off antibiotic drug and with the consumption of proper food, we can cure this kind of diseases. Got it? Next we look at how we get diseases because of vectors. Okay. So these are the diseases which are caused by vectors. You know vector which carry disease causing microorganism from infected person to healthy person. For example, one person is suffering from malaria. So to that malaria patient, if mosquito bites, which mosquito? Anopheles mosquito, female Anopheles mosquito, when it bites, then they suck blood. When they are sucking blood, they release saliva into the blood. In that saliva, a protozoa present called Plasmodium vivax. These Plasmodium vivax released into the healthy person. Got it? Again, one more time I'll repeat it. A person suffering from malaria, when a mosquito is sucking the blood, in that blood, this Plasmodium vivax is present. When the mosquito goes and bites a healthy person, from its saliva, through its saliva, that Plasmodium vivax enters into the healthy person. So by this way, the mosquitoes act as the carriers here, and by following a carrier, they cause different diseases like malaria. You know, malaria disease is a very famous symptom. Chill fever. Chill fever means nothing but chali jwara. So majorly they get at evenings. Evening time they get chill fever, and later after some time it be under control. But if it continues for long time in them, the red blood cells number decreases and liver cells number decreases, and finally it reaches very severe. So that malaria is to be cured. Got it? And next, dengue. Dengue is caused by dengue virus. Aedes mosquito causes that disease. So you know, normally nowadays dengue fever, generally joint pains, body pains, and with the decreasing of platelet count. Got it? Further, they give antiviral drug to cure it. And next, chikungunya. This chikungunya also almost infected mosquito, whether it is Aedes or some other. When bites, this chikungunya virus enters into the body, majorly causes joint pains and fever. Generally, these pains, a patient suffer from these pains in minimum for 1 to 2 months easily, not a big issue. But not at all a big issue, not a serious, but need to be taken antiviral drug to cure that disease. Next, cholera typhoid, generally like houseflies. This is called microorganisms are carried. Then houseflies move different areas, their filthy areas, where it is unhygienic, there they move. From that area, they carry diseases to different people. And as well as here, I forgot to tell you about one more vector. Can't say vector, but here is from an animal like cockroach, rat, dog, also are responsible for causing different type of diseases. In that one example, rabies. Rabies is caused because of monkey bite or dog bite. When they bite, we get rabies. So by this way, different types of diseases people get because of the microorganisms. Then last and final, by sexual contact, how we get diseases. Majorly there are 2 diseases specifically we get. In that one is hepatitis, I already told you. The second one is AIDS. So how AIDS is transmitted from through sexual contact, I will tell you now, and what is AIDS also. Got it? Just we look at that.
Go.
So here, because of the sexual contact, how diseases are transmitted and what are the responsible microorganisms for it. So in this first one, AIDS. AIDS is a disease commonly people, it is very familiar disease. There is no treatment for it. And acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. It's caused by a virus of human immunodeficiency virus. This is a virus causes acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. So what lacks in the patient? Acquired. What he should acquire? Immunity power. Because he is deficient. So in his body, immunity power is not there. So that he gets syndrome, collection of diseases, group of diseases. In our body, the only one system which protects us from diseases, that is immune system. In this disease, this HIV virus, human immunodeficiency virus, causes deficiency of immunity power. So it directly attacks on immunity system. Immunity system is known soldier of our body. So it directly attacks on the soldiers, so that we won't get later protection. If there is no protection, anyone can enter. So that the AIDS patient is a person of collected group of diseases. So AIDS patient is nothing but he maybe have typhoid, tuberculosis, or any other diseases. What we have discussed previous, cholera, like whatever the diseases we have discussed, all those may be present in that patient. So the AIDS patient must to be live in hygienic condition and also need to take proper diet. Then only the AIDS patient can be saved for some days. Anyhow, we can't say when their death is going to be happen, but minimum they can live for some days. So for that, some days here proper hygiene condition and maintenance of balanced diet is required. And majorly in the sexual contact need to be maintained safe sexual practices. By this way, these diseases can be cured and controlled. Sorry, cannot be cured, can be just prevented. Next, syphilis is because of bacteria. It also known gonorrhea, and it's caused by Trichonium pallidum. When this bacteria enters through sexual contact, instead of their organs slowly damages by this bacteria. For this treatment, they make use of a medicine known penicillin. Penicillin can be used to treat this syphilis disease. So by this way, water, air, food, vector, sexual contact, even direct contact are responsible for causing different type of diseases by microorganisms. Then how to cure it, how to prevent it, by only single thing: every day eat proper diet and do exercise, take proper rest and keep yourself hygiene and vaccinated. Then we all people are protected from different types of diseases. And until now we have seen diseases only in humans. Now we also have to look at some of the plants and animals also are affected by these microorganisms, and they also get diseases. Then what are they? We look at now. Okay.
Go.
In animals, there are 3 diseases famous. One is foot and mouth disease, anthrax, aspergillosis. And foot and mouth disease, it also known FMD, is caused by FMD virus, foot and mouth disease virus. And what is the problem with this disease? Generally, in a cattle, like cow, buffalo, ox, horse, camel, in those organisms, because of the contaminated objects by air, this virus reaches to that animal. When it reaches to that animal, majorly the foot and mouth both gets infected, and there we find the blisters on the mouth and foot area, so that when they are walking or chewing, taking food, then that blisters burst and leads bleeding, and it is communicated from one animal to another animal very fast. And this virus has one more problem with this virus. It not only attack on foot and mouth, it also attack on heart, liver and kidney directly, so that they get cardiac arrest and finally leads death of the animal. For this FMD virus to cure, there is a viral treatment as well as there is a vaccination for it. FMD vaccine is given for it. But and next one, anthrax. It's very famous. Previously we have seen it's caused because of a bacteria. Generally, in anthrax disease, animals get 3 problems. One is skin problem, another one is lung problem, the another one is intestinal problem. Anyway you look at, whether in skin or lung or in intestine, there are lesions. Formations means pundu. The form inside and it starts bleeding, and they reach death of the animal. For these diseases, the antibiotic medication is given, and as well as anthrax vaccine will be given. And next one, aspergillosis. It's a disease majorly found in poultry farm, majorly like in chicks, chicken, hen, like those animals get this. So majorly it's caused by fungus. So it leads motions, fever, like in those poultry animals. So by this way, fungus, bacteria and virus causes different diseases in animals. Then we look at the plants. Okay.
Go.
So even in some plants also, viruses or bacteria or fungi are responsible for causing different type of diseases. So generally look at rust of wheat. Generally in a wheat, the leaf gets damaged because of fungi. It becomes into reddish color. And yellow mosaic bean in a berry finger, the leaf changes color into yellow, green to yellow, so that it can't prepare its own food. So this is caused by virus, yellow mosaic virus. And next, tobacco mosaic virus causes damage to the leaf of the tobacco plant. Next, citrus canker. Generally you might be fine on citrus fruits, on lemon, you find black dots even on oranges. That black dot is caused because of citrus canker. It's called of bacteria. Most of the people have a doubt, madam, if we eat that kind of fruits, we get any problem? We don't get any problem. Only the problem for a plant. Once a plant gets that citrus canker, the whole tree damages and it communicated from one to another very fast. Next, red rot sugarcane. You know, sometimes when you are eating sugarcane, you find inside in middle red color. That is because of fungi. Got it? And next, ticca disease. Generally we find in groundnut. The seed color changes into green, or if not, sometimes around of it we find black color, and it may be taste changes from sweet to bitter because of the ticca fungi. Got it? So by this way, some of the virus, fungi, bacteria are also responsible for causing different diseases in plants. So there are different harmful microorganisms on the air which are causing harm to plants, animals and humans. Then we have seen how microorganisms are useful and harmful, and when these microorganisms also cause damage to the food even, then how to preserve the food without damaging, we will see in next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.